Hi, we're sure glad to have you join us tonight for dinner. You've got a treat in store. Ron is going to fix his favorite salmon. Let me introduce you to Ron. Ron?
Hi. Well, I promised Peggy I would cook dinner tonight, and I'm running a little bit late. See, what time is it now? It's 6:40, but I'm going to do something really quick here. So first thing I'm going to do, we're doing pretty good. Now, I promise you, a promise is a promise, and I'm not going to back off of my word. So we're going to get started here really quick. Let's see, what's the first thing I needed is a frying pan. I'm going to put the frying pan up here.
Let me ask you, do you use a cast iron skillet, or are you using a non-stick?
Well, this is a non-stick skillet. So what I do is get a little heat going on here.
How high is it?
And I put it on real high to start with, and then I don't measure things. I just go by the seat of my pants here. So we just put a little olive oil in here.
Is that extra virgin olive oil?
Extra virgin olive oil, and I put this oil in. Now,
Let me see how much. Okay.
I cover the pan lightly, and then what I do is, this is my own recipe, so I don't know if it's kosher or what. But what I like to do is I sprinkle a little garlic powder right in the oil, and then I put a little pepper in the oil.
Now, what kind of pepper is that?
Well, this is just black pepper.
And well, what's it say? I think
it says table grind.
Table grind. So it's
black
big.
pepper.
It's big, heavy ground pepper. But also the garlic you use. What was the name of that garlic?
The garlic is granulated.
Granulated garlic. Okay.
Granulated.
Not powder.
Not powder. Powder would. Then I just pour it. I go crazy with the pepper here. Then I'll get my fish out of the refrigerator. And we're lucky we live up here in the big Northwest, so we have adequate supply of salmon, and some of our Indian friends have really given us a good meal.
Ron, sometimes we've gotten it that, like one of the discount stores where they sell it in a bag and it's all sealed in little packets, and that's worked just as well as fresh salmon.
You can use actually frozen salmon, and you put it in the microwave for a minute and a half, and so here we go with the oil. It's just starting to heat up. So I'm gonna lay these puppies in here.
I see that the peppers, the garlic powder is getting a little it's getting a little brown. Is that okay?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Normally, I finished up the bag this time. There was 3 left. So normally I just cook 2. I think I'll save one for our neighbor.
Oh, for Brett.
So Brett is.
Wash your hands. That's a big thing. Yep.
Okay. First thing I don't think anyone likes fishy flavor in their fish, and if you overcook it, it just ruins it. So it's.
I've heard it'll even smell fishy if it's overcooked.
Smell fishy. So we're going to get some. We're going to have. Let's see. We're going to have some salad with this. You need to turn that down.
What did you want to get the plate?
I'm going to get some salad material. Now we'll get some rice.
Is this the rice that's left over, isn't it?
This is the rice that was left over from our chicken soup, and it looks a little bit dry, so I'm going to pour a little water into it.
Okay, this is the brown jasmine rice. You see, I'm pouring probably a half a cup. It's maybe a fourth of a cup.
Well, we're just going to nuke this. Let's take a guess. Everything's guesswork with me. I'm going to go 2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes.
We can check it later. You can turn that down a little bit and you can flip these puppies. In the meantime, we'll get a couple plates out. First, I'm going to see what they look like. A lot of people go by time, but I like to just go by sight here.
Ooh, that is looking good.
That's looking pretty good.
That looks wonderful.
Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay.
About the salad, we buy the salad in the box, and it's already pre-washed, but I like to put a paper towel in there because it absorbs the moisture. If you absorb the moisture, you don't get soggy salad. You sure don't want soggy salad. Now, do you put a salad dressing on this first?
What I like to do is sprinkle a little garlic. I really like that garlic.
Yeah.
Get the granulated garlic and do just about the same thing I did on the fish. Okay, give the old sprinkle a little bit on there. And then, the old famous one, we'll get low on our garlic, put a little olive oil.
And we
Everything's
watch how
different.
much you're putting on.
Well, you don't want to sog it down too much. It spreads.
Mm-hmm.
And then to top it off with this
Balsamic.
I can never remember balsamic.
Balsamic
it
what?
is- I just put a little
Balsamic
bit-
vinegar.
balsamic vinegar. There's a. Okay,
That does
just a
look
little-
good.
Boy, okay. Now the rice, see if it's warm enough.
I heard the beeper go.
Oop, that could be a little. That's too much water in there, I think. So we'll put that.
Well, I splashed too much, I guess.
Well, that's okay. You know, one thing about rice, it's very forgiving because you can scoop it up and leave the water in the bowl as you serve it. I'm gonna flip these one more time here.
Oh, let's see, that looks good. You can tell on the end of that first one. They're looking pretty well done.
Now-
See that end there? You can see that it's still a little bit red right in here. The salmon is good even done like that. I personally like mine a little more done than Ron. Ron used to eat raw hamburger, if you can imagine. Bad. But he used to eat it. He doesn't now, do you?
No, I don't. I'm a little more careful now with raw eggs and raw hamburger. My son-in-law would flip out if he saw me doing any of that. That age is past. Now we've got to use our head when we cook, and we got to use our head what we eat. Because I have diabetes too, so I got to watch my carbs, got to watch my sugar level. But I'm having fun eating good things that are healthy and inexpensive.
Okay.
So I think the only way for me to test this is to kind of cut into it.
Well, that one still looks pretty raw.
That's pretty.
Yeah. You know what's another test? Let me get this. This is a test for fish. Ron doesn't do it, but I do. When you do this and it bounces, see how that bounces? That one's probably done because it's a little thinner fillet. Yeah, it's going to be better, just a little bit more cooked. But the rice is just about done too, huh? Well, what's your very favorite? Do you like salmon probably best of all the fishes?
Absolutely. Salmon, I can have salmon every night. Reading the stories about Lewis and Clark when they came out here to the west here and they were out there at Camp Colopson. They have in their diary, they got sick and tired of eating salmon. So their preference, their alternative to eating salmon was to eat dog.
Oh, well, is that your other choice?
We're not there yet. We love salmon. Salmon's good.
Good.
Oh, that looks good.
Oh, that was good.
This is the rice left over from the chicken soup. And it looks like we might even have a little more rice left over for...
Well, you know what my favorite thing with rice is? Not the best for you, but if it's brown rice, I act like it is. I put a little sugar, or I use a sweetener if I'm feeling really righteous.
Now I'm gonna
and then a
test
little
that.
bit of milk, and then eat it like a cereal. I love
Well, that's absolutely perfect. I'm going to turn the heat off because I think I'm going to right now.
it. That's one for you, because that's the big fat one.
That's one for me. I like it a little rare.
Oh,
Okay.
isn't that pretty? Look at honey, your presentation's so good, too. See that?
Now we'll save this. We have this extra one in the bag. We'll save that for Brett.
I better call him, huh?
His wife Carrie is going to have Graham. We got a neighbor that's going to have a baby here in a couple of weeks, and his name's going to be Graham, so we're excited about that. Oh, let's see what's...
Oh,
I get
no
the-
fair. The cook gets the
cook gets
scraps,
the-
huh?
Okay, turn
Okay.
the fire off. And I think we're ready for present this to Peg. You know what? That only took about 15 minutes.
Okay.
So Peg, would you join